try adding this video. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. I hope it's not going to be one of those mornings. Oh, I hope not. You can see my face. Yay! Oh, thank you. Grace says I look pretty. Thank you. I washed my hair just for you. And I put on makeup just for you. I don't do it for anybody else. I'm having a little latte this morning. Little soy caramel latte. So good. I need it because it is super cold. Well, it's not cold outside, but it's super dreary and beautiful and wet and green. The spring weeds are coming out and getting me all excited about the warm weather. I love it. I love weeds. You don't have to take care of them. They just grow on their own. You don't have to fertilize them. They're green year-round. I don't know why we just can't accept that weeds are the ultimate low-maintenance plant. All right, y'all ready to get into some cooking? I went ahead and this is actually some lost footage of a version of my go-to lentil soup that has evolved since writing my Instapot book, OMG Good, Instapot Meals, Plant-Based and Oil-Free. So if you have this book, please turn to page 58, where you see the My Go-To Lentil Soup recipe. The directions for this recipe do not change as far as cooking, locking on the lid, and cooking times, and the natural pressure release method. All that stays the same. The only thing that I wanted to share with you that I think is pretty good is I've changed up the ingredients a little bit. So I want to show you this recipe revisited and really, I would say, better tasting. Well, maybe better. I don't know. They're both good. They're both good. I just like this one because this next version, because it's a little heartier. And Max really digs it because I've added potatoes to it. The original recipe does not have potatoes added to it. And man, he goes to town on the leftovers. This is one of those recipes that's actually way better the next day. It has a different consistency. When you first cook it in the iPot, it's a soup, just like it says. It's a lentil soup. But overnight, the starches from the potatoes and the lentils thicken up, and then, the next day, it becomes like just a solid mass, like almost like mashed potatoes. And we like to take it, Max is the one that came up with this idea. He likes to take the leftover solid mass and put it in a tortilla and then bake it in the Breville toaster oven, and he makes like this crunchy fold over, let's call it a quesadilla. It's, because he just folds it over like a quesadilla, and man, is that good. And when I'm eating on it, I think of those samosas. Is that what they're called? The crunchy fried Indian pastry that's usually filled with spinach and potato. Is that right? Samosas? Samoas? It's not mimosas. That's something different. Am I right? I'm on. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about? So that's what it reminds me of. So anyways, so let's dive into this. I've talked long enough, but let's dive into this. I want to show you real quick. It's not going to take very long. And then to show you the recipe, and then I'm going to put a close on this recipe, and then we'll open it up for Q&A on Instapot cooking or plant-based living or whatever you want to talk about. All right, let's get started. Dun, 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 dun. Go to lentils. I'm getting jiggy. I'm getting super jiggy with this. I'm telling you what. I'm having fun with this software. Finally getting into it. Okay, let me go over here. Let's go. The recipe for this lentil soup is posted underneath the video. So if you'll just press that little down arrow tab, you'll see it there. So this is super simple. All you need is your iPot, some red lentils, some fresh baby spinach, organic kind is my favorite. And then I have gold potatoes here, but I'll tell you that white potatoes or red potatoes works. And then you need a couple of garlic cloves and some Penzey spices, Sate seasoning. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So on the garlic, I've got the 2 largest garlic cloves I could find. Mince those up. Oh, I'm falling out of my little cloud there. Falling out of my flour. So mince those up. Drop those in. And if you want to heat up the inner pot ahead of time, then go ahead and hit the saute button on your iPot and just leave the heat at normal, let it warm up. But this, if your potatoes aren't cold, it really doesn't, and you use hot water, it won't take very long for this soup to cook up. Now on the potatoes, again, you could use red potatoes, you could go gold potatoes. If you just have russets laying around, then go ahead and use russets. I think this was on this particular occasion, it was one of those where I bought like a 2-pound bag of baby potatoes, and then I just quartered those up. Whatever potato you use, just make sure you cut them all about the same size, like big 1.5-inch chunks. And then here I'm measuring out 2.5 cups of red lentils, which I've just kind of moved to that plastic container, makes it easier to pour them out. And then be sure to rinse your red lentils. They get really sticky after you wash them. I mean, whatever it is that makes lentils sticky, the starches or whatever. I almost hate rinsing them. But anyways, so dump those in there. And then you don't really have to measure your spinach. In real life, I just grab handfuls of spinach. But for the video, I wanted you to see that I was measuring the spinach. Okay, here's the Sate. Here's Penzey spices, Sate seasoning. We used to have Penzey spices here in Austin, and now they've gone away. But this is what it has in it: salt, brown sugar, garlic, onion, coriander, shallots, ginger, turmeric, sweet paprika, ancho pepper, I don't know how to pronounce that word, some cayenne red pepper, and lemongrass. How do you spell galangal? Galangal. Maybe it's galangal. I don't know. Anyway, Sate seasoning, pick it up at Penzey Spices. It is delicious. It's a nice little mix. I love it in potato soups, sprinkled on top of broccoli. It is good. I think it's like $5 a jar or something like that, but it's worth it. So I like it on everything. So I put 2 teaspoons of that in here. And then 6 cups of hot water just to speed things along. Just pour it right over the top. No need to stir. Just leave those potatoes on the bottom soaking in that water, and they will cook up tender. Okay, so I'm making sure that my seal is in place and that my steam release handle is positioned well on the lid. Turn it to the sealing position. And then we're going to hit the manual button, which is automatically going to set the iPot into high pressure. It's a given. And then we use the minus key to adjust the cooking time down to 15 minutes. That's how long it's going to take to cook those red lentils. Now, 15 minutes later, with a 10-minute natural pressure release, which means I'm waiting 10 minutes, and then I'm going to release whatever pressure's out of the pot. And then I'm going to open up the lid. Now I want you to see, sometimes that rod right there doesn't come down automatically. That's your lid lock there, and I can't get the lid off unless that thing comes down. So I just kind of gave it a little tap. Don't actually touch it with your finger because it's hot, but just give it a little tap. There you go. Look, there it is. I wanted you to see what it looked like real time. All that spinach just kind of sits on top. And you have to give it a stir and let those lentils break down. So good. It smells so good. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. This is our favorite. But I'll tell you, I don't know if I like it more right out of the pot or the next day. Because it's fun to eat. It's almost, you've got one recipe, but you can eat it 2 different ways. It's so cool. Oh man. This is such a great recipe. Perfect for a rainy, rainy day. All right, if you like the way I'm making these videos here lately, please thumbs up this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you don't have my newest book, please go over to Amazon and pick it up. OMG Good, Insta Pot Meals, Plant-Based and Oil-Free. When you buy the print copy, you get the Kindle version for free. Yeah, baby. Ho ho! I love that. Dun 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 dun. Yay! That's it. That was quick. All right, let's open this up for Q&A. What do you say? Let me move my iPad here. Oh, you gotta be able to see. Put you up here a second. See if I can put it up here. Dun 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 dun. Hold on, push that up just a little. Oh, got a little more light. Yay! Okay, now I have to put on my reading glasses so I can read the chat. I can see your names. Robin. How many calories? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't count calories, Grace. I really don't. I don't have to on a plant-based diet. I'll tell you what I really count when I'm looking at the food that I put in my face is I try to be careful with how much fat I'm eating, but I'm careful to eat things that have processed oils in them, especially if I'm wanting to buy, kind of quick go-to foods or things in jars. I'll look at the oils there. I mean, most processed foods or things that come in a jar from the grocery store have oils in them to some degree. So I'm trying to be conscious of like how many times I'm sticking that stuff in my face. But calories I don't worry with. I don't worry about carbs. I don't worry about protein. I'm doing pretty good. Hannah's watching. And Aaliyah, is that her name? Hannah and Aaliyah sitting on the couch with their mama watching me. Ha ha. Love it. Plant Friendly's asking, are the potatoes cooked? They're uncooked going into the iPot. And I'll tell you, if you want to have some chunky potatoes remaining in the soup, you're going to have to cut those potatoes big. Or if you have baby potatoes, like baby red potatoes that have maybe a 1.5 inch, you could probably even do a 2-inch diameter potato. I've done that before. A 2-inch diameter red potato will cook in 15 minutes in the iPot. So if you want to make this a super lazy recipe, just wash off the potatoes and then just drop them right into the bottom and then follow the recipe, throw everything else on top and cook it up. Because 6 cups of water is plenty of water to cook for 15 minutes. And it's plenty enough to get those potatoes cooked and get the lentils cooked. I just quartered them up just because I wanted some of the potatoes to dissolve and make the soup thicker. But I knew that some of them, if I left a few of them really big and chunky, that they would survive the cooking process. But any smaller, 1 inch or smaller, they'll just disintegrate in the soup. Uh-oh, Chloe says link states not found, page not found on Amazon. Well, I'll fix that. I'll have to fix that afterwards. Lil's asking, where do you buy the seasoning? Well, at the time that I made this video, we had a Penzey Spices store here in Austin, but they went away. So now I just go online. I go to penzeyspices.com and I just order from them. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I don't know that that's a real word. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce your name. You ask if did I put salt in it? No, I did not put salt in this version of the lentil soup because there was salt in the seasoning blend. And it's plenty. It's not a super salty seasoning blend, but there was salt in it. And there's so much flavor in that Sate, you don't need it. Did I miss any questions? I'm so happy y'all are here. I was looking forward to this live show last night. I had to work. Someone asked if Sate is spicy hot. No, it is not. It has spice to it. The cayenne and the ancho, it is spicy. It has spice to it, but and you would taste it like if you just kind of stuck your finger in the jar and taste it, you would taste that cayenne and ancho powder. But in a lentil soup or a potato soup, that all mutes it out. It's not hot at all. Now, once you put it on food and cook it into the food, it doesn't get that spicy. 2 teaspoons of Sate in with all that other food totally mellows it out. And you kind of want something you want a little note of heat, or that flavor of heat in there, just to keep it interesting, but it never gets spicy. Snap Vegan's asking, hello Snap Vegan. She's asking, would green lentils work just as well? I don't know. Quite honestly, you are going to have to try that and tell me. I don't see why not. Green lentils are certainly earthier tasting than red lentils. I feel like red lentils taste more like potatoes. There's not an earthy flavor there. But I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. Even if you had brown lentils, I think those would work as well. I'd say go for it and let me know what you discover. Oh no! The Penzey Spice is not available for free shipping. Darn shipping is $9.35. Why oh why does Amazon do that to the tasty recipes? Oh no! Oh, you're going through Amazon for the Sate? I would go to Penzey directly. Go to Penzey Spices directly. Sate. Oh, thank you, Margot. I do that. I just totally shred words. I've never heard anyone say the word, so I just kind of make it up. I know I'm not illiterate. I am an intelligent person. I have a college degree. I got out of college with flying colors. I know I have intelligence, but when it comes to, unusual words I've never heard anyone else say before, I can trash them. Annette's asking, Kathy wants to know if she can use green lentils. Oh, I tackled that already. Thank you, Annette. Good morning. Karen is asking if we couldn't get Sate, what would be the estimate of the measurements of individual spices? I have no idea. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. I'm not even sure where to get the galangal. Is that how you say it, Karen? I don't even know how to say that part. Karen, how do you pronounce that word? That spice. prefer red lentils when it comes to soups because they really just turn into soup. It just becomes, red lentils become a texture, not a chew. Does that make sense? I mean, I know that chewing is part of the texture, but it really just makes it a soup, and I like them that way. But if I want to use lentils for chewing, then I prefer the French green lentils or the Spanish brown pardina lentil. Those do hold their shape, and those are great for making adding into meatloaf or meatballs or something that you want to add texture to. Oh, good. Okay, so see, yeah, if you go over to Penzey's website, they say free shipping if your order is $29.95 or more. Yeah, there we go. And that's not hard to do. That's not hard to do to spend $30 at Penzey's. I'll tell you, while you're shopping around there, not a sponsor. Penzey's Sate seasoning is really good. Get yourself a couple of bottles of that or get a bag of it. What's my other favorite? Their Vindaloo blend is very good. It has a little more cinnamon taste, or it has cinnamon in it. It's delicious. I love that one. What was there was a spice there. Those two are my favorites. Gosh, what was the other thing that I loved? They have a variety of barbecue blends, barbecue spice blends that I remember smelling when we had the shop here, and very interesting. And I thought about those for tofu, like if you want to make little tofu squares for sandwiches, you could pick up some of those. Robin says, it's funny because my husband and I have been picking some recipes for the week out of this book. So glad I tuned in today. Oh, yay! Robin, I saw your picture of your viewing your rabbit ears. Your bunny ears, you look so cute. Linda shares that she's a frugal gal and she finds Penzey's worth the cost. I do too. I really did enjoy myself going in there. I'm sad that they went away. The shop, not the company. They've been around for like 50 years or something. Penzey Spices is, I won't say it's old because I'm almost 50, so they're a very young company. Very young, only 50. Oh, Steph says there's a YouTube recipe for satay. Oh, cool. Awesome. All right. Oh, somebody says they love their brevilaire. Me too. Me too. All right, we have 3 minutes. I'm trying to make a new habit that our Saturday morning live show only lasts 30 minutes. So we have 3 minutes to go. And then I'm going to cut y'all loose to go have fun. Make the lentil soup for yourself. Hopefully you'll have all the ingredients on hand. Does anyone have a question that I can answer before we check out? I'm trying to think if I have any other news. I can't think of any. Any questions? Come on, give me a question. 2 minutes. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, so let me throw this out here while I'm waiting. If you do not have my book, OMG Good, Instapot Meals, Plant-Based or Oil-Free, or my other books, OMG Good, Soy Curl Recipes, okay? I want you to know that when you go over to Amazon and you buy the print copy of my books, I make sure that you get the Kindle for free. And the way you get the free Kindle is just know ahead of time that when you pay for the print, you know how Amazon, or when you make your purchase, you know how Amazon sends you that thank you page? Well, right on that thank you page, there'll be, if you look to the right there, the right side, you'll see there's a little block that mentions the Amazon Matchbook program, and it'll say click to buy the Kindle version. Well, even though it says buy, just go ahead and click that, and it takes you over to the Amazon Matchbook program page, their landing page, and it'll show you all the books that you've ever purchased through Amazon and which ones have Kindle versions. So you'll scroll down that page and you'll look for my books, and then it'll say click to buy or get the Kindle edition. The wording changes from year to year, so I never know which, what it's saying these days, but I think it says get the Kindle edition. Now, Amazon knows that you just purchased the print copy, so just if it says buy, don't sweat it. You're not going to be charged. Just hit the button, and then the very next page is going to say, hey, which device do you want it on? Do you want to put the Kindle version on your laptop or your iPad or your phone or whatever? That's completely up to you. But that's how you get there. Now, if you have purchased the print copy in the past but didn't know about the Kindle and you're not sure how to get your Kindle version, you just go into Google and just do a search for Amazon Matchbook program landing page. That's the keyword, landing page. And then Google will give you that link, and then it'll be the same thing. You go to the Amazon Matchbook program landing page, and if you're already logged into Amazon, you'll see that page with all the books that you've ever purchased. If you're not logged in, I think there'll be a login at the top right corner there, because it's an Amazon page, and you can log into Amazon and then go through there as I've explained already. So and again, Amazon tracks your purchases. So even if you bought my book a year ago or 2 years ago, Amazon knows that because you're logged into Amazon, and you can just download the Kindle from there. Okay, Helen has, I see 2 question marks I'm going to tackle, and then we're going to get out of here. 3, Moni says, what's your favorite Penzey spice you can't live without? Oh, I don't have one of those. But I do like the Sate, and I can't find, Sate, sorry. I've never found that blend anywhere else except on Penzey, so I like to go there and get it. SB's asking, where is Max going to college? He's going, he is presently at Austin Community College right now. For the time being, that's where he's hanging out. Thank you, Annette. I enjoy being here. Let's see. Oh, good. Evelina. Is that how you say Evelina? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Give me a phonetic. Evelina is buying the Sate. Okay, here we go. Helen says, what do you think about using frozen spinach or kale? You could use that. Absolutely. Go ahead and put that frozen spinach or kale on the bottom with your water and potatoes, and then that way when the water comes to a boil, it can start defrosting the spinach or kale. But know that because you're going to put a frozen food in your iPot, that is going to slow down how long it takes for the iPot to come to pressure. Okay, just know that, because it's got to defrost, the water's got to defrost the frozen greens, and then it's going to make steam, and then there's going to be pressure, and then you're going to get going. So if you don't, or if you want to cut that, you could take your frozen spinach or kale and run it under hot water real quick and defrost it there, give it a good squeeze, and then throw it into your iPot with all the rest of the ingredients, and that will shorten that coming to pressure time. Felicia says, what Facebook group will you be on, Jill? I like to hang out in two groups. My favorite is the Jill McKeever Plant-Based Lifestyle Support Group and the Jill McKeever Plant-Based Recipe Hoarders Group. Those are my two favorite places to hang out. When I go over to Facebook, that's where you find me. I really don't like to hang out anywhere else. I don't hang out on my own personal page. I just like to hang out there. And when a new page that I have that's growing in popularity right now would be the OMG Good Soy Curl Recipes fan group page. It is a private group just like the plant-based support group and our recipe hoarders group. So if you want to talk about soy curls, you can go over there. Annette has just agreed to help me as an admin to the soy curls fan page. And so now I have help, approving everyone to get in. I went ahead and made it private, just like the other two groups, because the community, we do have people who are just not ready to come out and share their and deal with people that are not on board with them. Maybe their friends or family or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So anyways, so I close those. But so if you want to hang out there, Evelina, thank you. Thank you. So if you want to catch me over there, I'll hang out over there too. So those are my three favorite places. Debbie says, I didn't get the free Kindle. I didn't know when I just got the volume 3. Yeah, Debbie, any book of mine, you'll have the free Kindle version no matter what time, when you bought it. Amazon keeps track of all that. And it should be no problem at all for you to go back over to Amazon and get those versions. Rita's asking me to do some bean recipes. Having to guess time since they are unknown beans to me. Gordo Rancho, I know that's a brand. Rita, I would recommend, have you looked through my Instapot recipes playlist yet here on Simple Daily Recipes? If you look here on my channel, on my Jill McKeever Simple Daily Recipes channel, where you are right now, look under and just scroll back or tap on the Instapot recipes playlist, and you'll see, I don't know how, I have like 60 recipes, 60 Instapot recipes. It's a lot. There's a lot of Instapot recipes on this channel. So look on there, because I know I've done canary beans, pinto beans, black beans, black-eyed peas. Well, I haven't done black-eyed peas. Have I done black-eyed peas in the iPod? I do them all the time. I don't know if I've specifically done it in there. Anyways, but look through there. See if I haven't already done a bean that you're looking for. But if I have not, then email me, jill@simpledailyrecipes.com, or post the bean in the comment section below this video after the show is over. And we'll talk about those beans, and I can help you with its cooking time. The PJ Mommy says, what's the link to the soy curl group? I don't know. I think it's soy curl recipes. If you will, excuse me, I gotta nose it. Oh, just go over to Facebook and in the search box say Jill McKeever. Just type my name, Jill McKeever, and every group that I own will fall right underneath there in a drop-down menu, and then you'll see those groups that you can join. That's the fastest way to do it. Felicia asked, when is your next book coming out? I'm not sure, but I'm working on it right now. I am working on a salad dressings cookbook. Not cookbook, because there's really no cooking to it. Recipe book. I'm working on that right now. Hopefully I can get it done by the beginning of summer. So, but right now I'm still in the testing process. Yeah, my name is not in the Soy Curls group name. There we go. Betty Pack just asked to join the Lifestyle Support Group. Yay! Yeah, y'all go on over there. I love hanging out over there. All right, I'm overdue. I'm 8 minutes past our time. All right, I'll see y'all over on Facebook. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this morning and being on to support me and the channel. You are awesome. Let me know what you think of this new revisited version of my go-to lentil soup if you have a chance to try it. And if you don't have the Sate seasoning, then go on over to Penzey's Spices and pick that up. Go right over to their site. Awesome. Oh, and see, Evelina says, I saved $7.60 buying directly from Penzey's site over buying at Amazon. Amazing. There you go. Now, Penzey's doesn't know who I am. They are not a sponsor of today's video or anything like that. I'm just a fan. That's it. And I'm just sharing with you and passing it on to you. All right, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have a great Saturday. Stay warm, stay dry, and I'll see y'all on Facebook, and I'll just see you later. Bye.